No matter how good your relationship is, if it is one where you truly feel safe and seen and you can be your authentic self, your shadow is going to rise up and have a problem with it and make problems for you. Lauren Kren just posted about this on his account, which, as I've said before, I'll say again, if you do not follow Lauren Kren, please go over now and follow Lauren Kren, especially if you're a man. As he says, when we experience deep and safe intimacy for the first time, our shadow tends to become very active. And we have to be healed in order to experience this deep and safe intimacy in most cases, because until we heal those parts of us that are attracted to chaos and that are attracted to uncertainty and toxicity in relationships, we will continue to attract it. Once we finally heal, which can happen as far as into our middle age, where we finally heal and finally call in a relationship where we feel safe and secure, our old shadow self is going to rear its ugly head. And Lauren Kren goes into the reason why. He says, this is a good sign. Your shadow is realizing that you are becoming aware that you are worthy of deep love. Relationships that are healthy with a healed individual are healing. You do not have to be fully healed to call in a healed partner. You simply have to be committed to looking at all parts of yourself, not running away from them or living in delusion, but facing them. That is the recommendation or the requirement to bring in a healed partner. And when you do bring in a healed partner, the container of the relationship is going to feel so safe that it's going to give you more healing, because you're going to start to realize what you put up with in past relationships with toxic people or in toxic dynamics. And you're going to feel sad for that part of you, because you're going to see that real, true, authentic love was available to you that whole time, and that you suffered, that your old self suffered because you didn't demand more for yourself. And you start to become aware of how worthy of deep love you truly are. And as that awareness grows, your shadow self, your ego, is going to rally to keep you in hell, because your ego looks for what is safe, and being in a healthy relationship is often venturing into the unknown. As much as it's the ideal and something that we all want, our shadow selves, the egoic mind, the part of ourself that has gotten really used to toxicity, that feels comfortable in chaos, maybe we had chaotic upbringings, and that's what we know to be home, it is going to rally against a safe relationship, and it is going to be triggered. And so when you're in these great soulmate relationships where you finally feel seen and heard and you feel safe, you're going to have some backlash. You're going to have some tension in the relationship, because both of your old egoic selves are going to try to recreate the chaos that it has come to know as home or safety. And this new self, the healed self, the authentic self, has to soothe the old shadow self, soothe the parts of us that have gotten used to chaos or that settled for less, and show up in our most authentic, healed self in the relationship. And as we stay in it and we face those hardships, it is, as he calls it, a bliss that is beyond words. It is heaven on earth when you're in a relationship where you feel safe, chosen, and held.